And he said, Far be it from me to do this. The man in whose hand the goblet was found, he shall become my slave, and you shall go up in peace to your father. And Judah approached him and said, Please, my lord, let your servant speak a word in my lord's hearing, and let your wrath not flare against your servant, for you are like Pharaoh. My lord had asked his servant, saying, Do you have a father or brother? And we said to my lord, We have an aged father and a young child of his old age, and his brother being dead, he alone is left of his mother, and his father loves him. And you said to your servants, Bring him down to me, that I may set my eyes on him. And we said to my lord, The lad cannot leave his father. Should he leave his father, he would die. And you said to your servants, If your youngest brother does not come down with you, you shall not see my face again. And it happened when we went up to your servant, my father, that we told him the words of my lord. And our father said, Go back, buy us some food. And we said, We cannot go down if our youngest brother is with us. We shall go down. For we cannot see the face of the man if our youngest brother is not with us. And your servant, our father, said to us, You know that 2 did my wife bear me, and 1 went out from me, and I thought, Oh, he has been torn to shreds, and I have not seen him since. And should you take this one too from my presence, and harm befall him, you would bring down my gray head in evil to Sheol. And so should I come to your servant, my father, and the lad be not with us, for his life is bound to the lad's. When he saw the lad was not with us, he would die, and your servants would bring down the gray head of your servant, our father, in sorrow to Sheol. For your servant became pledge for the lad to my father, saying, If I do not bring him to you, I will bear the blame to my father for all time. And so let your servant pray, stay instead of the lad as a slave to my lord, and let the lad go up with his brothers. For how shall I go up to my father if the lad be not with us? Let me see, not the evil that would find out my father. And Joseph could no longer hold himself in check before all who stood attendants around him, and he cried, Clear out everyone around me. And no man stood with him when Joseph made himself known to his brothers. And he wept aloud, and the Egyptians heard, and the house of Pharaoh heard. And Joseph said to his brothers, I am Joseph. Is my father still alive? But his brothers could not answer him, for they were dismayed before him. And Joseph said to his brothers, Come close to me, pray. And they came close, and he said, I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt. And now do not be pained, and do not be incensed with yourselves that you sold me down here, because for sustenance God has sent me before you. 2 years now there has been famine in the heart of the land, and there are yet 5 years without plowing and harvest. And God has sent me before you to make you a remnant on earth and to preserve life, for you to be a great surviving group. And so it is not you who sent me here, but God. And he has made me father to Pharaoh, and lord to all his house, and ruler over all the land of Egypt. Hurry and go up to my father and say to him, Thus says your son Joseph, God has made me lord to all Egypt. Come down to me, do not delay. And you shall dwell in the land of Goshen, and shall be close to me, you and your sons, and the sons of your sons, and your flocks, and your cattle, and all that is yours. And I will sustain you there, for yet 5 years of famine remain, lest you lose all, you and your household, and all that is yours. And look, your own eyes can see, and the eyes of my brother Benjamin, that it is my very mouth that speaks to you. And you must tell my father all my glory in Egypt, and all that you have seen, and hurry and bring down my father here." And he fell upon the neck of his brother Benjamin, and he wept. And Benjamin wept on his neck, and he kissed all his brothers, and wept over them. And after that his brothers spoke with him.